All right, so today we're going to talk about the Balance X Chocks. If you have an RV, whether it's full-time or it's a weekend warrior, if you have kids, dogs, or it's a rather long trailer, you're going to get a lot of movement side to side. So one of the things we looked at was getting the X Chock to keep the tires from rotating forward and back, when someone's walking from the front to the back of the camper. We noticed one of the biggest problems is with the scissor jacks. The lower they are, or basically the more you have to extend them, the more issues you have with movement. So we did do one block in the back and then two in the front to raise them up, but it still didn't solve the problem. So we ordered the Balance X Chocks, which is about 60 bucks on Amazon. And they come with two chocks and then a wrench that you can flip back and forth for removal. These chocks will fit. The smallest is about 3.5 inches, and the largest gap in tires is about 10.5 inches. So when you're installing these, the easiest thing to do is kind of preset it to where it's gonna fit. Because if you're doing it one person, one-handed, or just by yourself, it's a little easier if you kind of preset it. So I set mine up like that. That way it's easy to slide in, and then all I gotta do is take the wrench and tighten it up. Basically what it's gonna do is it's gonna extend against both sides of your tires. It's gonna prevent rocking. Now when you put them on, you want to try to center them in the tread, so that way this is straight up and down. And then also you want to make sure it's tight, but not so tight that you're putting huge indents in your tire that are basically damage them when you try to remove them and try to move again. So that's all there is to installing it. Once it is installed, it does stop the movement as far as like kids, dogs running back and forth, but it does not take away 100% because there still is the movement from your jacks. I mean, they have 4 small bolts and there is wobble with the jacks. Another big thing with the X Chocks is these do not replace the standard chocks. So you still have to use a regular chock to chock your tires because there still will be movement if you just try to use this, and there's potential for it to slide, move around, and then pop out. The last thing with the X Chocks, okay, so with the X Chocks put in on both sides, it does stop the movement front to back and kind of give it that sway from the tires rotating back and forth. They do not replace standard chocks, so you still need to put a chock in on both tires. Before these get installed, you need to make sure that your trailer is level, all your slides are out, the whole 9, because all that movement, it's going to create a lot of stress on your tires if you're trying to level it, one side while this side's already got an X Chock on it, or you're trying to put out a slide before everything's level. So overall, it's been a pretty good investment towards full-time living. 60 bucks, like I said, you get 2 X Chocks and you get the tool. And so far they've worked pretty good. We're still trying to figure out what to do with the jacks, whether we should replace them, with more of like the jacks that come down on the sides versus like the scissors, or just go to straight electric. But so far, like I said, if you're looking for something quick, easy, cheap, something well made, and comes out of the box ready to put on, the Balance X Chocks, good deal. I'll place a link below in the description if y'all want to check them out. And that's it.